Hate Army General saying hate Army shit. Hate Army. If your name is Hate Army, money, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Now, I guess what we should do is let's first talk about the YouTube Shorts, and then we'll talk about the Super Bowl event. Sound good? All right. So we've been talking about this for days and days. This Wednesday, 2 days from now, the new YouTube Shorts system goes into place. YouTube's going to start monetizing Shorts, okay? So there's going to be a big push. You're going to probably see YouTube trying to shove Shorts down your throat. I'm not even kidding, okay? Like, it's going to be crazy. You know they're going to want to make more money, so they're probably going to be like, watch this short, watch this short, watch this short. So when they do this, I want to have Shorts available, and I want to be putting out good stuff for you guys, but I want to be sure that I'm delivering Shorts to you in a manner that makes sense. So we've been talking over the past couple of days of what is the best delivery system for me and my Shorts. And for a few days, basically what I was doing was uploading a new YouTube short right before I went live on stream. Then I would go live on stream. And what I noticed is the days that I did that, the shorts did pretty good. But sadly, I felt like it was, how can I say, not counterproductive, but almost like in competition with itself. Because if I'm going live on a live stream, obviously I want you to check out that live stream. I don't want you to watch a new YouTube short that then auto plays another new YouTube short. And you know what I mean? And now you get stuck in the YouTube short system, much like how YouTube auto plays videos, it'll keep auto playing shorts. And I don't want someone to then, you know, get caught, oh, I'm really enjoying Phil's YouTube shorts, but now I'm missing his live stream because I'm caught up in his shorts. You see what I'm saying? I would much rather that you would check out the YouTube shorts at a time when I'm not already live. I think that makes more sense. It's not like I'm in competition with myself. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday we talked about it, and you guys basically helped me determine. You said, well, why don't you try doing a YouTube short at a different time of the day? And in particular, after we had talked about it on the podcast, I said, I'm going to try it at night. I'm going to do it with my night video. So instead of uploading it before the stream went live, I saved the video. It was a funny video of Oblivion. I'll tell you about it in a second. And yesterday I did all my streaming. So we did Dead Space Remake, and then I uploaded those videos with the Level 1 podcast during my break. And then we had the night stream, which was Warzone, and then we had the daily wrap. I uploaded all those videos, and then once those were uploaded, then I uploaded the new YouTube short of Oblivion. Okay, so what is the short? Basically, when I was playing Oblivion the other night, I went to this part of a town where there was a guy who literally would not stop drinking. And it was this weird, bright, like purple-pink potion he kept drinking. He would talk to me, and then would keep drinking when he was talking. It was like a ventriloquist. I was like, ridiculous, because it seemed like it was a glitch or something. But then I went to talk to the guy behind him, and then he started drinking the same exact drink. I was like, what the hell is going on? This is the weirdest thing in the game so far. And then come to find out, the house behind them was called the Skooma House. And for those who don't know, in the Elder Scrolls universe, skooma is an incredibly addictive drug/drink. It's supposed to be the equivalent of alcohol or like addictive drugs. And people get hooked on this and ruin their entire lives in Elder Scrolls. It's like monstrous drug abuse. Think about like meth. Like, it's seriously supposed to be like that. Like, you're a meth head. You're a crack head. You can't stop drinking skooma. And it completely encompasses you and ruins your life. So it would make sense that these guys were coming out of the house where they just got skooma. They're so addicted to it, they can't even stop themselves from drinking it for a moment to have a conversation with me. They've got to be drinking their skooma. All right? So I did this short, and also, you know, there's a little funny part at the end where I actually took a sip of my drink and edited it so it looked like I was one of the guys drinking the skooma. Okay? So the short, you know, first of all, when this happened during the playthrough, people loved it. They thought it was a really funny moment. So the short got released last night, and I didn't really check on it. And then when I was going to bed, I was curious, how's this short doing? And when I was going to sleep, so this is many hours later, I uploaded it probably around 9:30-ish, 10 p.m.-ish. So I was going to sleep around like maybe 1 o'clock, and I said, let me check on it before I go to sleep. And I checked on it, and it only had like 200 views. And I was like, whoa, wait, what? Usually when I release a YouTube short, no lie, YouTube shorts usually do really well. Like within an hour, sometimes a YouTube short can get hundreds and hundreds of views, and sometimes within a few hours, you're talking like 1,000. It depends on the short, obviously, and the subject matter, but for the most part, the YouTube shorts do quite well. And the fact that this was, you know, 3, almost 4 hours later, and I'm checking on it, and it only had like 200 views, I was like, well, that's not a lot. So I wonder what happened there, right? And again, you got to wonder, is it the subject matter? Is it that people just don't care about Elder Scrolls that much anymore because it's an older game? Could it be the timing because I decided to upload this short late at night rather than during the morning when I was starting my stream? You know, there's a lot of factors to consider when it comes to these YouTube shorts to try to figure this out. So just to give you guys some perspective, it is now 11:46 a.m. my time, okay? And when you're comparing this YouTube short to others that I've done, all right, here we go. I'm going to look at it right now. As of this morning, this moment, this YouTube short has 894 views in 13 hours. Okay? Now, to give you some perspective, the last YouTube short that I released was Dead Space Remake, and that one was 2 days ago, and that one has 3,500 views. All right? Another Dead Space Remake initial impression, so this wasn't really a funny short, it was me giving my initial impressions on the game after playing it launch day, has 2,800 views. There was a Warzone clip. This was the highlight reel of essentially the laggy night in Warzone. That one has 3,800 views. I mean, even a video from last week where I said, hey, just chill with me tomorrow. It's my last streaming day. That's literally all the short said. That got 2,700 views. So this short, to have not even 1,000 views in 13 hours, honestly, the short is underperforming, okay? And again, I have to ask, is it because of the timing that I released it? Is it because I released it with other videos on the late stream? Is it because of the subject matter? Because it's Elder Scrolls, people don't care. Another telling factor about this, okay? This short, the Oblivion short, has 115 likes, okay? It has 16 comments, all right, in 13 hours, all right? And when I basically take a look at the other shorts that I've done, this is literally in line with the other shorts. In fact, the Dead Space, short that I released a couple days ago has 131 likes. Now, wait a minute. 131 likes in over 2 days, while this short's only been uploaded for 13 hours and already has 115 likes. So when you're talking engagement, when you're talking the amount of content or comments and likes, this short is on par, if not doing even better than my other YouTube shorts usually do. So I look at it and I'm like, it's got way lower views than my other shorts, yet the engagement is exactly the same. What does that mean? I'm not sure. I'm actually confused. Some people have some ideas. Red Gamer says you should go into your channel analytics and see when your peak upload times are. Try to base when to upload your shorts. Returnal says no one cares about Oblivion. It's too old. Darziak says I think it's a mix of timing, late night in the US, and maybe too early for the European Union, while other shorts like the Dead Space one was talked about and had more eyes on it because it was early in the day. What about, hold on, because I'm just curious, if I go to analytics, I'm not exactly sure that I can analyze the hours of the day. I'm not sure that data is available. Like, this analyzes individual videos. See here. Content. I'm trying to see how they break it down. Videos, shorts, live, post. I don't see anything that says, like, time of day, sadly. That's the problem. I wish it did. I wish it would tell you. Like, oh, you get your maximum views during this time of the day or whatever. But sadly, I'm just not seeing that. I don't see it. If anyone has any idea how to get that data, I would love to access that data. Is there a way to see hours of the day, peak watch hours, right? For, like, your channel. I don't see that data anywhere. Maybe it's, like, really deep down buried in a menu somewhere. It could be. And if that's the case, let me know. But I don't, I mean, I'm looking at the YouTube app and I don't initially see that. This is the what do they call this? The YouTube Studio app. This is where you analyze all your videos and everything, right? Do you? Old King says you need to log on from a computer. All right, hold on. I got it, actually, I got it right in front of me. I'm sitting right here. I got it right here. Here's analytics, right? I'm going to open up YouTube Analytics right now. So we got overview, content, audience, review, and research, right? So how do I look at this? See here. Like I said, overview, content. Would it be overview? Views in the last 48 hours. This is interesting. Look at this graph. It does appear that there's a... Oh, here it is. Okay. This is very interesting. I'm taking a look at my peak view hours, okay? So I have 2 peak view times. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., which is literally right now. Because I guess people joined the stream, right? So what's happening is you're getting people concurrently watching the stream while others are also watching the on-demand videos. And therefore, that's counting as the most views on the channel, the most eyes on the channel at once. So the peak view hour actually is when I start my stream. And then the other peak view time is 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. when I turn on my second stream. It whoop. And then what I'm seeing is midday, there is an increase in views because people are either watching the stream, even when the stream goes offline, people are now watching the on-demand videos as a result. And then it definitely trails off between 10 to 11 p.m. and then 11 to 12. It dips and it stays dipped. I see. Okay, I'm seeing this pattern. Absolutely. I'm seeing this pattern. So the most watched time of the day for me is when I start up my stream. For sure. Huh. That is fascinating. I never even looked at it yet. And now I'm seeing this data, and this is interesting to me. Wow. Okay. So, all right. So what I would say then is if I want my shorts to be massively effective, I would have to upload. You're absolutely right. I would have to upload it before the first stream. So have the short go live right before I start my first stream and then turn on the stream. Okay. That's interesting because that kind of sucks because I have a short that I wanted to upload today and I didn't. You know, I didn't do it because I didn't know when to do it. The thing is, I did upload the Oblivion short last night, and it's like, do I really want to upload another short this morning? And then it kind of trumps the Oblivion short. Now a lot of people won't see the Oblivion short because I uploaded another short right away, right? All right, so I think here's how we should approach it then. I guess tomorrow morning I will upload the Dead Space short that I have on deck here, right before I go live with this stream. I will upload it and then immediately go live with this stream and see if that works, because it certainly seemed to work previously with some of the other shorts that I was doing. If I upload them right before the first stream, they seem to get a boost in views, which is good. Because how weird is it? The engagement is the same. It has the same number of likes and comments on it in 13 hours that other videos have from earlier in the week, but those videos have 3 to 4 times the viewership. That's just crazy. What that tells me is that the people who engage with my content are going to engage with it no matter when I upload it, but the views will definitely be affected by the time frame of upload. Astronaut says, will I upload a short now? Well, here's the thing. I could, but then it's going to basically make it so no one will check out that Oblivion short. It hasn't even hit 1,000 views yet. If I upload another short, that's going to trump that one, no? See, this is all fascinating. We got to really think about this, talk about it together, figure out what's the best thing for the channel. Again, I don't want it to feel like I'm absolutely bombarding you guys with YouTube shorts. That's not my goal. I want to put out content that's entertaining and fun for you, but also isn't annoying people. You see what I'm saying? Last thing I want to do is annoy people. I want people to like the channel. I want people to continue to watch and engage and subscribe and do all those things. I want people to say, wow, Phil's uploading so much content now. He's doing multiple shorts a day, plus his regular videos. You know, this is annoying. I don't want that. Alex said the new short was funny. I'm glad you think so. I thought that the short was quite good. I think that that Oblivion short is very funny. And, I mean, do you need to know it in context of Oblivion? Not really. It's actually, I think, funnier out of context. If you understand the skooma reference, you probably get it. But if you don't know skooma, you're like, these are just two drunken idiots. They won't stop drinking. And then I drink at the end of it, which is funny too. So, you know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think I want to upload now. I think what I'll do is I'll wait for tomorrow morning now. All right? And then tomorrow morning, before I start my stream. And by the way, that would be good because tomorrow is also a Dead Space stream. So it makes sense. Upload a Dead Space short right before a Dead Space stream. Right? And then maybe once a day afterwards, keep uploading. Kind of makes sense. I have several shorts on deck, basically. Like, I have a couple really good shorts saved up. You know, February 1st, this Wednesday, is the big day when shorts are going to get their big push. And so I've been kind of holding off on a couple really interesting shorts that I want to put out. At least one I'm going to put out that day. I don't know if I'll put them both out that day. But I have a couple really good shorts that I want to put out as a way to kind of push that. So, I guess we'll see. One short a day does not seem overbearing. All right, so there you go. Is one short a day just enough? If I were to do 2 shorts in a day, is that too much? Right? Is that way too much? I don't know. These are all questions that need to be addressed moving forward because it's something new, you know? That's true. Darziak says you could upload it at night and have it scheduled. It'll publish 1 hour before the stream. I could do that. So I could have it go live at like 10 a.m., right? Like auto-publish at 10 a.m. I could do that. One Minute Sam said, I posted a suggestion yesterday, but you didn't approve it. Regarding how you should release them, 2 shorts a day is the way to do it. I did check my comments. I swear I approved them all. Just so you know, sadly, it's not a foolproof system. Sometimes comments get missed, and it's not. I don't want to miss any. Sometimes they just get missed. They don't even show up in my queue. It's not a foolproof system on YouTube. Everything on YouTube is full of bugs. My bad if you did post up a useful comment and I didn't see it to approve it. I'm sorry about that. See, 1 Minute Sam says 2 shorts a day is the way to do it, and immediately Arkham says 1 short a day is good enough. You see? Now Jade Van Zyl says, no, you could do 2 shorts in a day. Ugh. These are the things we must discuss and figure out. Especially with, again, shorts getting their big push in just a couple of days. I'm thinking tomorrow morning we can release the Dead Space short right before the Dead Space stream. That would make sense. And then, in honor of the big launch of the YouTube Shorts monetization on Wednesday the 1st, I'm going to put out a short that's an epic one. One that I know you guys will likely laugh your asses off at. That's all I'm going to say. That's literally all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to say it's really good. It's going to hopefully do well. Tylen Orange is taking advantage of your community tab. Make polls, ask questions based on popular games. Like which protagonist is better. People will engage. It's a popular trend. Yeah, but do I really care about which protagonist is better? Like, if there's a question that's pertinent to what we're doing, but it's like, there's a difference between meaningful engagement or engagement for engagement's sake. Do you see the difference? I want you to like my content if you like it. I literally would not want a single person who doesn't like my content to give it a like. Even though it helps the channel, I don't want you to like my content if you don't like it. If you enjoy the stuff you're watching on DSP Gaming, please give the video or the stream a like. That helps. But if you don't like what you're watching, why would I want you to like it? You know? If I have an interesting poll, because it has something to do with something, we're vote on a game for later on this week. Or, you know, give your feedback on how often I should do YouTube Shorts, blah, blah, blah. That's meaningful. I'm not going to do a poll. Oh! So, which is your favorite Final Fantasy game? Post up here and let me know. What does that have to do with anything? That's just engagement for engagement purposes. You're trying to bolster your channel by adding kind of frivolous poll content. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I agree with that. I understand people doing it and why they do it, but at the same time, it's kind of like I'd like to do stuff that's pertinent. It makes sense versus just I just need a response today to bolster my channel performance, right? 1 Minute Sam says, when you release shorts, the game that's in the short should be the following stream. That way, if the short gains traction, you'll be streaming relevant content within hours of now that's interesting. So, for example, what you're saying is, this Oblivion short that I had, I should have saved the short for when I'm playing Oblivion again tonight, and I should have uploaded that short before tonight's light stream, so that people would have watched the Oblivion short and then immediately watched the Oblivion stream. That is not a bad idea at all. That actually makes sense. Now, of course, that wouldn't always be available. That wouldn't always be, I might have shorts that are not a game that I'm currently playing. Or I might have a short that was pertinent to a game, but it was from the end of the game, and now the game's done. But I still want to release the short. But that does kind of make sense. All right, these are all things to mull over. These really are. So, upload shorts right before I go live on a stream, and try to time the short so that the short that I'm uploading is of the game that I'm going to be playing on said stream as a build-up for the stream. All right. I'm going to consider this. I'm not saying I'm 100% committing to this, but this is an interesting idea, and it might work. It literally might be a great idea. But I will tell you this. I'm going to upload an epic YouTube short Wednesday morning before my podcast, and it is one of the best things ever, and I think we're actually going to watch it live on the podcast too. It's so effing good, okay? Let's just put it that way. Okay. All right. Thanks for the shorts discussion. So, I guess what happened was I really didn't upload that short, the Oblivion short, with good timing. Perhaps if I had uploaded it before the night stream, it would have done better, right? Or perhaps if I had uploaded it right before an Oblivion stream, it would have done better. So I guess maybe I am to blame for its poorer performance. But at the same time, the engagement's good on the video. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you, 1 Minute Sam. That's really good feedback on everyone, because everyone's giving me good feedback today on the podcast. This is why I love the podcast. This is why I love this show, because this discussion that I have with you guys allows me to listen to your feedback and improve what I do. I love this. I can't imagine how stupid I was for so many years to not have this, right? Oh, I'll just figure it out by myself, or I'll ask you and I'll try to listen live, or, why? Boy, it's, you know what they say, hindsight is 20/20, and thank God that in the last few years, I have definitely changed to listen, because, man, I was so stupidly stubborn and not listening, and there were so many opportunities that I missed out on, and now I feel like I'm actually getting those opportunities because I'm listening to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I missed out on a lot of stuff over the years, being dumb and only sticking to my guns and only doing the same kind of thing over and over. I mean, how long did I not do any React content, right? And then I realized, well, I can do React content that's actually meaningful and different and interesting. So that's the kind of content I want to do. Not react to E3 and go, but instead react to a meaningful documentary to which I actually have some significantly important input to add, right? Yeah, a little different. I like to do a podcast every day where I listen to your feedback and we can talk back and forth and we can improve the content. This is excellent. Thank you. The good vibes are real. Now, before we get to the final segment of today's podcast, I just want to remind everyone of all the ways that you can support this channel. Liking the stream helps. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips. All the ways you can support the channel. That's the only kind of income I really get besides ad revenue on YouTube, which is not great. Especially this month, ad revenue is like abysmal on YouTube for January right now, simply because it's, Christmas. Christmas ad revenue doesn't even exist, okay? So this is going to be a very slow month for me in that regard. There's nothing I can do about that. But any support would be greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance to anyone who does. So far today, we have absolutely nothing. I've been doing this podcast for an hour. We have absolutely nothing. Anyway, let's talk about the final segment, the Super Bowl event, okay? So first of all, if you guys aren't aware, We finally know who's in the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs, which I can't believe are still called the Kansas City Chiefs because every other team that had a name that was related to the Native Americans had to change their names in the last few years because everyone found them offensive. But I guess in Kansas, they just don't give a shit. They just don't care. They're like, fuck that. We keep our name because we don't give a crap about you and your wokeness, I guess. I don't know what else to say. They just didn't give a crap. Okay? So the Kansas City Chiefs will be facing the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, Kansas City is in Missouri? Is it Kansas City, Missouri? That's weird, isn't it? Kansas City, Missouri, isn't it? I'm trying to remember in my head now. I think it is Missouri, isn't it? Am I right? Is it Kansas City, Missouri? Okay, so it's Missouri that doesn't give a fuck. It's not Kansas, it's Missouri. Kansas City is not in the state of Kansas. Anyway. Even weirder, it borders with Kansas. So there's Kansas City is in Missouri, but it borders with the state of Kansas, and it's called Kansas City. So the Chiefs are facing the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Those are the two teams that have made it. And once I found this out last night, I said, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Amazon, and I'm going to see what kind of stuff I could get for like decorations for my Super Bowl stream that I'm going to do, which by the way is Saturday, February 11th. It's the day before the Super Bowl. That way, if you want to watch the Super Bowl, it doesn't hinder your watching of the event. It's the day before. It's the way to get hype, okay? Now, there is a Kansas and a Missouri part to Kansas City. So Kansas City is the capital of Missouri, but it's a city that sits between Kansas and Missouri and has half in Kansas and half in Missouri. But it's considered the capital of Missouri, even though half of the city is in Kansas. Let's never speak of this again. So I started looking on Amazon, and I found a few things. Let's start with actual like themed stuff to the Eagles and the Chiefs. So I started looking, and I wanted to either get like a flag or a banner for each team. I thought that would be neat. Maybe have on one side of me the Eagles and on one side of me the Chiefs, and have that in the background for the stream, right? So I started looking, and first of all, I found these really awesome, they're called die-cast border like logos, and they're big. They're like 18 by 18. So if you measure, it's probably like this big. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, that would be perfect. They'd fit perfectly behind me. Let me get them. I was going to order them. And they don't ship until after the Super Bowl. Fuck. So that's out. Like, damn, that would have been absolutely perfect. A big Eagles logo and a big Chiefs logo. Not going to be here in time for the event. Like, well, that's out. So now I started looking at, like, flags and stuff. Okay? Now, they sell giant flags. Huge ones. That wouldn't even fit probably on my camera. So those, I'm not going to look for a giant flag. So I was like, okay, let me look at, like, pennants. So I started looking for pennants. They do have pennants. All right? But they're basically, like, big triangles. And they're large. Like, again, I was reading the dimensions. And the pennant would be, like, this big. And I'm like, how am I going to get that behind me realistically? Like, how am I going to get a flag to be here behind me? I couldn't, I was like, I think it's too big, right? Like, I was trying to figure it out. And, I was like, well, I get, I don't know. I don't know how I would do that. How would I get it to be suspended in my background? I couldn't figure it out. So then I was like, all right, maybe I get like a mini flag, because they actually make these flags and stuff that you can put on your car and stuff. I was like, oh, man, I get a cool little car flags I can put behind me. And I think they had one for the Chiefs, but I could not find one for the Eagles. So basically I searched for like 30 minutes last night for merchandise, and I couldn't really find anything good that made sense. All right? So what I would like to say is, if any of you have any ideas of something that I could do, like decorations-wise, for this, and you have an idea, oh, that would work perfectly for Phil's stream setup, let me know. And even if you want to email me, tell me about it. Maybe send me a link, because right now I was looking, I couldn't really find anything that would make sense and fit my layout here, and it was actually annoying me. Um, I'm like, man, I thought this would be easy. I just jump right on Amazon. I'd be able to order something. I couldn't find anything that really made sense. It was actually pissing me off. Okay, so I need some help there for sure. Okay, now obviously I could just buy any kind of a football. Those are all over Amazon. That's an easy thing. You get one for like $10. So I'll probably just buy like a football to have with me that day. I have football jerseys already that I have for the event, so that's done. But another thing that I talked to you about getting was about getting one of those hats that you can have like soda or beer on it and it has a straw and you drink it through the straw. Because that's like very classic something that people would have for like a Super Bowl party or even tailgating or whatever. It's just known as a silly thing that Americans wear. It's very cliche and dumb. At the same time, I've never owned anything or done anything like that before. So I thought it would be funny, okay? So I started looking for these on Amazon. And basically, there's two different schools for this hat, okay? The first one is a cheap one. It basically just looks like a plastic cap. It's like, it looks like a baseball hat, but it's made of plastic. And it'll have the two sections for the drinks on the side with a straw. You could get one for like under $20. That's how, how crappy they are. Okay? Now I found a really nice one. And the nice one looks like a football helmet. It actually is supposed to be like based off of an NFL football helmet. And this particular one, it has a better like drinking system, I guess, from what it says. It basically says it has like a valve system. So you could drink and then pinch it off, so there's no chance that it's going to leak or anything when you're using it, which is kind of neat. Obviously, you don't want this thing leaking all over the place when you're drinking from it, especially if I'm doing a stream with content and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it looks nice. The problem is it was $40 plus tax. So you do the math, it's like almost $50 for this hat that I'm literally gonna wear a few times during the marathon event and probably never use ever again. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like spend $10 to $20 for kind of a really crappy one that doesn't look good and likely won't be very useful. It'll probably leak and have issues. Or get the expensive one that looks really nice, but it's probably a big waste of money because I'll never use it again, right? So I don't know. I'm debating. I'm gonna get something. I want to get something, but it's kind of like I gotta figure out which one exactly I want to get. And yes, it's a tough decision because I want to do something nice for the stream. You guys earned it, with the support you gave me this month. I want to give you something good. At the same time, it is a big waste of money to be spending over like $50 on a single hat. You know what I mean? Like the other hats I have here, the most I think, the cowboy hat's the most expensive hat I've ever had, but that hat I've been wearing for how many years? All the other hats that I have here, they're cheap. They're meant to be silly costume hats just for a silly gimmick or a laugh. They're not meant to be something super serious. You know what I'm saying? So to spend that much money on a hat that I'll wear for one marathon, it's a hard sell. Let's put it that way. It's a hard sell. Okay? Okay. So anyway, I found that. Now, outside of that, so here's what I'm thinking. Some kind of decoration that involves the NFL itself and or the Chiefs and the Eagles. If you guys have suggestions and maybe you find something on Amazon that looks good and isn't super expensive, please send it my way. I searched last night and I couldn't really come up with anything there. All right. Football obviously is something that you could do. Some people have suggested like a giant foam finger because they do use those a lot of times at sports. And I'm actually curious. Take a look here. Foam finger. Haha, look at this. Those aren't expensive at all. They're like $13. That's not bad. Yeah. We're number one, foam finger. That's funny. It's going down. We're number one. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I'll probably get one of those. I probably will. A big foam finger you put on your hand. Yeah. Party favor. That's funny. This is a 6-pack. Okay, I'll have to look. But I think I'm going to get one. I'm going to get like a foam finger. And I want to get some kind of a hat, like I said. And I would like to have some kind of a decoration behind me. So Send me your suggestions. And same thing. If you think you have a better example of a hat / drinking mechanism that you think will be better, send that my way. You know, please send me what you find. I'm open to suggestion at this point. I need to be ordering it within the next week, so it'll show up in time for the event. I do have Amazon Prime, and a lot of these items on Amazon are Amazon Prime. So, yeah, you know, it's not like a huge concern if we wait a few more days, but definitely I'd like to get this stuff en route, so it's all here for that special Saturday event. It's a week from this coming Saturday, actually, okay? So there you go. That's what I found, and I'd like some feedback and or help, if you could, to go from there, and then I'll probably let you know when I've actually ordered a few things here on the streams, okay? What was my favorite football team when I used to watch? Definitely the Jets. Definitely the New York Jets. Magarosin says you could probably find a foam figure at a dollar store near you. Yeah, the thing is, here's the thing. I live in a football town. Everywhere, like the town I live in and all the cities around it, we are all Seahawks. Because the Seahawks won the Super Bowl many years ago, and ever since then, this entire state is like football mania. And everywhere you go, it's Seahawks, Seahawks, fucking Seahawks. It's disgusting. It's like, you guys realize the Seahawks aren't that good, right? Like, they haven't been good for a long time. They don't remember that. The 12th man. I'm the 12th man out there on the field and blah, blah, blah. They have their whole dumb shit that they say. It's like, what are you talking about? The team is not that good anymore. You understand that, right? So, basically, everywhere you go is Seahawks. Like, if I went to the dollar store right now, it would be all Seahawks junk. Seahawks, you go to the grocery store, has it. Seahawks junk. It's like, enough of the Seahawks. I did hear they made the playoffs this year, right? But then they got rocked, right? They got completely destroyed when they made it there. It's pretty funny. The Seahawks are pretenders, not contenders. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Average at best, I'm sure it's like that regionally for all teams. Exactly right. Like, if you live in a hometown area of a team, obviously, everyone around there is going to be for that team. The merch everywhere around you is going to be for that team. Why? Because they want to make money. Right now, if they were selling New York Giants merchandise at my close store over here, probably they wouldn't sell any. But if they're selling Seahawks, they're probably going to sell a lot more, you see, because that's the local team. Makes sense. Yes.